Hello drivers! Driver 2 is indeed a driving game where you speed around, crash into things, get into cop chases, and walk around town like you got a giant turd in your pants.
How do you move? I got a shit!
Now, if you're a die-hard Driver fan, you're probably wondering why I skipped Driver 1. Well, it's because the storyline for Driver 1 is a little confusing.
This cat's got gasoline in his veins.
Chef.
Today, gentlemen, we killed the president.
Today, gentlemen, we killed the president.
And also, if you're wondering why my game looks a lot better than usual, that's because I'm using Nikki's custom Redriver 2 EXE. So if you want to take a gander at that, go check out Driver Madness, and the guys there will be more than happy to help out. So the story starts off at the Redriver bar, and over here we got some guy and George Costanza at the bar, and some car driving through the streets, and George Costanza's talking about dumbass nonsense.
I'm buying the Frogger machine.
They put the Frogger with the toilet?
So the car parks, and these two guys approach the bar with very malicious intent, and they burst through the doors, killing the random guy.
Hello, I've been shot.
But Costanza hides in the corner and makes a run for it. And the shotgun guy fires more than 2 shots and misses every shot. Then the cops show up and then switches to the next scene. So here, we meet our main heroes, John motherfucking Tanner and Tobias Jones. So they're at the morgue talking about gang violence or whatever. And the police chief guy is like, alright, I'm getting real sick of these dweebs shooting each other in the dick. I want you two to stop this, alright? So in the first mission, Jones calls us up about the potential witness that was at the bar shooting earlier. So we skedaddle our way to Jones, and we chase the dude through the streets, but then he gets on a train, and then we gotta chase the train.
Sharp right clip. Come on, Sammy, you can do it. Go for 200, nice and easy. After the one, nice and easy. Turn the car and power it.
Eventually, we catch him getting off, and Tanner and Jones confront the guy.
I got nuts. Ooh.
Then the guy starts talking about the backstory on why the bar got shot up, saying that Costanza used to work for some mob boss named Solomon Cake, but he pussied out on working with Cake, and he got some special deal with some random dude named
Vasquez.
So get this. I got a call this morning from
Vasquez?
It's front office guys. They want to take me out to lunch.
So then we start following some red car that'll probably lead us to some very important location. And once we do get there, Jones is like, bruh, it's an entire warehouse full of tit magazines. And they're Cuban.
Look at this stuff.
Then the cops show up out of nowhere, and Tanner and Jones decide to split up, and now we're racing through the streets of Chicago, creating a total scene. Eventually, Tanner escapes the cops.
ASA, I'm breaking into your car.
And he heads back to his crap mold-infested apartment and starts acting like a 5-year-old playing with Nerf guns.
You didn't expect that one, huh? Motherfucker.
So then Tanner chases him down, leading to a super suspicious compound in the middle of nowhere. And then we get to meet the mob boss himself.
I'm Solomon Cake. You'll wish you never met me.
Hombre, you ain't touching my cake. So Cake over here starts talking about some nonsense, and then we learn that Thomas the Train's real name is Jericho.
It's okay. I'm gay.
So Tanner skedaddles his way out the scary maze, swerving in and out of random spots, launches over the bridge, swaps out for a red car because his felony muter was annoying.
ASA, I'm breaking into your car.
Then he meets up with Jones and they decide to make a run out of town. And Tanner performs the most shitty parking maneuver in the world. And then it cuts to them on a train and they're talking about what they're gonna do now. Oh boy, I can't wait to get some Cuban booty in Havana. Save some for me, Tanner. And now we're in Havana, Cuba. And then we get a cutscene playing the most epic song in the whole game. So after the long cutscene, Tanner and Jones decides to follow some dude in a blue car. And once we're at the destination, we meet up with George Costanza talking about random bullshit.
Slippery Pete. Kramer tells me you are one hell of a rogue electrician. And Shlomo, you're the best truck driver.
I don't know if I'm the best.
You're very good.
Let's say good.
And then we get 2 of the most infamous levels in the game. So here, we gotta hijack this truck that's apparently tuned by Hoonigan, along with some psycho kamikaze escort car trying to kill you. But once you do get a hold of the truck,
ASA, I'm breaking into your car.
you make your way back to the Tanner cave and keep the truck for yourself, locked and kept away from anyone else. And now we gotta steal a truck full of bombs.
Bombs?
As opposed to a kamikaze escort car, you now gotta deal with bombs falling off the truck, exploding in the middle of the road. And it takes several attempts and several broken controllers. But eventually you get lucky and manage to stop the truck.
ASA, I'm breaking into your car.
And then you drive the bomb truck back to the Tanner cave, locked up and safe from anyone else. Then Jones calls us up saying that there's 4 cars that we gotta crash into and find some clue about some chick named Rosanna Soto or whatever. So you commit vehicular manslaughter on several vehicles and eventually you find what you're looking for. But it turns out it's not a chick we're looking for. It's actually a ship with that name. So Tanner skadoodle skedaddles his way through the streets of Havana only to miss out on the ship leaving. Then Tanner has to figure out where the ship's headed to.
Rosanna Soto, where's she heading?
I tell you nothing.
Será mejor que hables ahora mismo antes de que te meta una escopeta por el culo.
San Diego.
So after that epic conversation, Tanner calls up Jones to talk about the deets and comes up with the conclusion that the next stop is Las Vegas. And also Jones starts talking about Jericho being an asshole, going around shooting people because that's what he's known for. So Tanner meets up with Jones and they follow Jerry to some random place in the middle of nowhere.
I am a lizard! Okay. I'm gay.
Then Tanner gets mad and he chases down Jerry through the streets of Havana with nothing bad happening. Eventually Jerry wrecks out and Tanner duct tapes him to his car.
Canes in Vasquez's penis.
Then after that, Tanner and Jerry decide to make a run for it, back to the Tanner cave, safe and sound from anyone that was chasing them. Tanner, you have several vehicle fires inside your garage. With half of the game complete, we are now in Las Vegas. And we get a montage of a bunch of trucks and George Costanza playing with himself. And we get to see a guy with boots and it turns out to be
Vasquez.
Then the scene switches to a casino with Tanner and Jones making a deal with Solomon Cake. So we'll give you back Thomas the Train as long as you let us work for you. But why the fuck do you care so much about my business? Then Jones snaps back with the save on creating the most logical made-up story ever.
He pulled a cross on us way back. Our 100 thou slipped into Lenny's hands and out of sight. Now understand, we still keen for that green.
Well, alrighty then, it's a deal. Tanner, you're my new DoorDash driver. Jones, I want you to search through Vasquez's porno stash. Now get out of here. So the first thing you do in Vegas is that you gotta be an Uber driver for a bunch of drunk gamblers at a casino. Then you speed through the Vegas Strip, accidentally break into an F1 race, and get back to the Tanner cave. Throughout the Vegas playthrough, you're basically doing a bunch of ragstag jobs for cake. You rescue a guy from getting ran over by a train, get involved in illegal transactions, you drive a car rigged with a bomb.
Bombs? What the fuck?
And then you soon realize that Jerry is the worst bank robber in the world. So you gotta rescue him, swerving in and out of traffic and back to the Tanner cave. Then we regroup with Jones at some random bar, with our guys betting on the 8-ball, landing on the sidewall. Cold-blooded killer if you ask. So here we gotta take Jones to the airport cause he smells.
Oh man, Jones is gonna stink again.
No, I ain't.
Then a bunch of cops pop out of nowhere, so we gotta skadoodle skedaddle our way out of here. Eventually we drop off Jones at the airport, and then Tanner makes his way to the Excalibur Hotel, and makes his way to a little restaurant called Dick's Last Resort. And the staff politely serves him. Order something already, you indecisive fuck! Then the staff gives Tanner a funny decorated hat, and he makes his way to the roulette table and wastes all of his money on red. And after that, he makes his way to New York, New York, and gets heckled by an Elvis impersonator. Hey buddy, you got the money, honey? Cause it's Viva Las Vegas. No, seriously, can you give me like $20? And then Tanner makes his way downtown to do some sightseeing on the F1 Grand Prix that's going on right now. And while Tanner's dicking about in Vegas, a van pops out of nowhere at some gas station, and this dude is all like,
What was that noise?
He checks around the place and falls on his face like a dumbass, and Cake and Jerry tosses him on the table, and they start asking the dude some questions. Where's my coochie poochie Vasquez? Hey yo, what the fuck did you just say? Don't play dumb with me. Answer my question. Bro, what are you even talking about? Hey, can you please? I'm trying to talk. Stop punching so I can finish my sentence. So he basically gives the deets saying that Vasquez and George Costanza are not in Vegas, but in Rio de Janeiro. And he's like,
I'm coming.
and now we're going to Brazil in Rio de Janeiro. In this level, you gotta steal a bus, and then you unleash all of your stress on smashing a bunch of cars, cause reasons. And you park the bus back at the Tanner cave with no witnesses. And then Cake tells you to steal a police car cause it would be a funny prank.
Hey, I say I'm breaking into your car.
So you skedaddle your way with a cop car. And then you rob some random limousine posing as a cop.
Hey, I say I'm breaking into your car.
And then you take the limousine, go for a joyride, and get back to the Tanner cave. And also you hop on some boat and plant a bunch of bombs as a prank for some reason.
What the fuck?
But then, Jones calls you up with some serious news.
It's Jones. I'm at the water tower. There's a chopper coming in for Lenny at the fort. If we don't move, in 20 minutes we'll have lost him for good. Get over here. Vasquez is on to me.
With no time to waste, Tanner sets the car into maximum overdrive and speeds to the scene.
Meanwhile...
Oh no, a gunman.
And once he gets there, something not so good happens.
Jesus, what a mess this place is. Am I too late for the dorm party? Jones, I told you to lay off from those margaritas. Get up, you stupid drunkard.
Now most people don't know this, but when the bullets are in the gun, okay, watch closely.
Oh shit! I must get the fuck out of here!
Fuck my life.
I will not give back!
Get back here.
Take this, bitch!
Time to finish this.
Somebody give me the juice! Oh god!
Once you take care of that mess, Tanner calls Cake about the deets on George Costanza attempting to make a run for the border.
Take some backup. I can handle. Take some backup.
So Tanner's forced to take Thomas the train to help stop George Costanza's helicopter, fucking sending it down the streets of Rio, launching the car onto the fort. Alrighty, let's go kick his ass, Tanner. Psych, bitch. I'm actually an undercover cop this entire time. Whoa, what? But I thought we were homies, man. You know, brothers from another mother? Yeah, well, I did your mother rather than spawn from her. So, yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? And now, it's the final showdown, Tanner and George Costanza, as he desperately tries to flee the country, in and out of traffic, sliding left and right in the streets of Rio, setting the car to fucking sending its speed. The helicopter runs out of flying power and crashes.
And you want to be my latex self?
And then we head back to Chicago to bring George Costanza in the slammer. About goddamn time you finish this. I've been sitting here for God knows how long, writing this script for this dumbass video. When in the Kentucky Fried Fuck did you just say? Then after that, Solomon, Cake, and Vasquez decide to cut their beef, and then Tanner drives off into the sunset with the credits rolling, thus making Driver 2 officially dominated. Now they wouldn't make a sequel after this game, right? Fucking what?